To this Minute with Mary. I hope that you are having an amazing Thursday, and if you live in the US or if you're a US person at heart, happy 1 week from Thanksgiving. Oh my gosh, I hope that you've been able to find all the things this month that you're grateful for, and as we go forward in this holiday season, I hope more things come your way that bring you just joy and gratitude. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Mary Larson. I am a mom of two. I am married to my best friend Blake. Together we podcast about all sorts of book and television series. I'm a musician. I'm a music teacher, and I love to help people feel more confident and creative when it comes to their makeup and skincare. So that's what Minute with Mary is. You can actually go to my site, minutewithmary.com. You can find all sorts of things there. Sign up to be on my complimentary email list. It's always me sending you a little email because I do have some holiday bundles dropping, one of which dropped this morning. So I'm going to put that into use today. But before we do that, do me a favor and put hashtag hello lovely. It is the way to give me a high five over the internet, to give a little hello, and it makes me smile so much just because otherwise I'm just speaking to a camera all by myself. So if I know you're there, or if you're on the replay, no worries. You could still put that hashtag hello lovely, and it warms my heart as I do see all the comments. All right, so this month at minutewithmary.com, I'm doing my best to save you money. You work way too hard to spend all your money on things that you don't love. So I've got things that are fast, things that are easy, things that are skincare infused, things that are going to help you feel fabulous, and I'm going to be helping share with you tips and tricks on how to use them. So the first thing I want to make sure you know about is my holiday calendar is available all November long while supplies last. So this is 52 or 54% off full-size items covering the gamut of skincare and makeup. Let's see if I can get it close if it wants to focus. Do you want to focus? Yes. So you can make this like a fun little 12 days of Christmas. You can do 8 days of Hanukkah. You could do half of an Advent calendar because, there's like 24 days in Advent. You can have 12 magical moments to either treat yourself, or you can use some of the items inside here for yourself and then gift the rest. Because yes, they're adorable in these cute little boxes, but I'm here to tell you that if you wanted to break this up into 12 gifts for teachers, your hair lady, your dog walker, your sister, your aunt, your secret Santa, they all are individually wrapped, so people don't need to know that it came part of this gift set. So you would save, as I said, over 50% off on these full-size items, and these are my best-selling items. So in it, you're going to get mascara, lash primer, a stick eyeshadow, an all-in-one color blush stick, tools, so an eyeshadow brush, a blush brush, a biocellulose hydration mask, setting powder, like all sorts of awesome things. 3 different lip products, a lip liner, lipstick, lip gloss. I know that there's an eyeliner, like there's just so much inside of it, and it's my favorite thing, so I'm really, really excited to offer that to you. I also dropped earlier this week my skincare bundle, so if you want to take care of your skin and do an in-home spa night, I have 5 face masks which are available for you to get up to 33% off. Once again, you can go straight to minutewithmary.com, or you can just drop in the comments below mask bundle and I can make sure to send you a message. But you get to choose from those masks, whether for your under eyes to brighten and tighten, or for resurfacing your skin, exfoliating, hydration, all those things. I've got you covered. But today I dropped bundle number 2 of my holiday bundles. I also have lowered my shipping threshold if you do purchase one of the holiday bundles. So I want to make sure once again that they get to you speedy and we make the most of your money. So what this bundle is a primer of your choice. I either have a mattifying primer or a brand new illuminating primer that I'm going to tell you about in a hot second. I haven't even gotten mine yet because it did just launch today. Really excited about that product. And then in addition to a primer of your choice, you get to choose a foundation of your choice. So you can have my more light medium coverage BB cream. This is my brand new foundation. It is really easy to use. It has SPF 30 inside of it. Has a lot of anti-aging properties. I have my liquid serum infused liquid foundation. So this one, of course, you want to shake it up as there's loads of skincare in this one as well. So if you're used to more of a traditional liquid-based foundation, this one will be for you. And then the third option, of course, is my go-to pressed powder. And I gotta tell you, I think every single person, no matter what other foundations you use, deserves to have one of these pressed powders for touch-ups on the go, whether this is everything that you wear for your foundations, or as I said, if it's just touch-ups. This is also the product that I use when I do more of a powder-based concealer. So if you have a shininess underneath your under eye bags and you would prefer it be a bit more matte, this is infused with shea butter. So it's a really hydrating powder. A lot of people have used pressed powder foundations from other companies that is really drying and it's not great for skin if it's aging. This, however, is the opposite. It's hydrating. It looks super natural. So you can do light to full coverage depending upon how much you put on. So I'm going to be doing my Flawless BB Cream. Thank you so much for the hashtag Hello Lovely. Great to see you. And as I said, I love this one because it has the SPF 30. So I do not have on the illuminating primer. I want to put this on a brush. I do not have the illuminating primer. It is on its way, but it is brand new. So it's going to come in packaging somewhat like this. So I have either a mattifying primer if you prefer more of a matte look, or I'll have an illuminating primer for more of that dewy finished look, that really luminescent look. A lot of my friends who've been able to try the product out ahead of time enjoy the illuminating primer by itself. It's really giving that clean girl, dewy face aesthetic, even if people aren't wearing any makeup whatsoever to it. I definitely put way too much BB cream on this little brush, so I'm gonna have to figure this out. Come here. Come here. I thought I did little pumps. I usually apply it onto my face and then blend. I don't know why I did it differently this way. So the illuminating primer will give more of a dewy finish. You can apply it under any of your foundations or over your bare face. It's super, super pretty. It's going to smoothen and actually do a gentle exfoliant because of some of the products inside of it to really make sure that your skin is nice and smooth and hydrated. It's going to hide your fine lines and pores. That's one of the big purposes, of course, of all primers. It's going to give a youthful glow. There's actually squalene in it, which is a non-comedogenic oil that's going to hydrate. It works towards anti-aging. It plumps the skin. It's also anti-inflammatory. So your makeup with the illuminating primer is going to be super youthful looking. And I will say it will be part of my core line, but it's launching more in 2024. So if that is a primer, if that's a product that you're interested in trying, you can grab it now up to 33% off in this second holiday bundle at Minute with Mary. But know that it will be coming coming to my core line, but just not for a little while. So for me, I love using this BB cream. You can see still my freckles shine through. If I do more of a medium, lighter coverage, it has that SPF protection. It continues to extra moisturize. The other thing that I like about this BB cream is that in addition to this also plumps the skin because it has hyaluronic acid. So it's going to give me that nice light medium coverage. I could add a little bit more in certain areas if I would want a bit more medium coverage, like if I wanted to cover up these age spots or whatever, I could just do a little bit more there. But in general, my skin now is protected from the sun. It has anti-aging properties in it. It's going to really be nice and hydrated. And on top of the illuminating primer, it's going to be just like super youthful and glowy. Hi, Erica. Thank you so much for the hello, lovely. How you doing, and what are you doing to get ready for the holiday? So this is the BB cream. As I said, my Serum Plus foundation is great for those of you who are used to more of a liquid foundation. You always want to give it a good shake, as it's a liquid foundation plus a anti-aging serum inside. Love this product. I'm going to be going later this week also sharing how I use this one. And then the other foundation option again is that pressed powder foundation. Oh, hi Blake. Thank you so much. Aren't you in a doctor's appointment? How are you doing this? All right, so as I said, I sometimes like to use my pressed powder foundation as my concealer. So if you already have a foundation routine, or if maybe you don't wear necessarily foundation, but you don't necessarily love your under eyes, I can of course get you a more creamy liquid-based concealer that a lot of you are used to, or you could try out my pressed powder foundation and I can help you find the right shade and you can use it as a concealer. So I'm going to show you how I do it. So it comes with this handy dandy sponge, and if you use the sponge, it is going to be full coverage. That's great if you just need to quickly fix on the go. But for me, I'm going to go in with, oh, is this the brush that I want? This isn't the brush that I want, because I was using that with my creamy one, so I don't want to mix and match my brushes. But let me know, for those of you tuning in, how you are doing and what you're doing for the holiday. Are you excited? All right, we'll go for this one. I think this is the Elder Wand. The Elder Wand makeup brush. All right, so I'm just going to dip it on in here. And I think that, if you don't have a Minute with Mary pressed powder foundation yet, and it is something that you want to treat yourself on, doing it with this special with either the mattifying or the illuminating primer is going to be fantastic for you. So what I like to do with this is I go over my eyes gently. I just do the same shade as my foundation, and that helps cancel out a lot of the veins and the freckles and the discoloration on my eyelids. Discoloration on your eyelids can often make you look a lot more tired than you already are, almost, just like how discoloration under your eyelids. A lot of people worry a lot about underneath their eyes, but a lot of us have discoloration right here in this inner corner and on our eyelids, and just kind of doing a little something right there is really going to help brighten and make you look more awake and more youthful. And I gotta tell you, sometimes for me, I can feel tired. I can be exhausted. It can be that busy time of year. But if I look a little bit more pulled together in the reflection in my mirror when I'm driving or in the bathroom or anything like that, it does this little mind trick for me where suddenly I'm like, my shoulders are back and I'm like, oh, look at me. I look pulled together. I may feel exhausted, but I look pulled together. And that's like a whole different story. Erica says family dinner, and I'm usually on cleanup duty. So cleanup duty, but not cooking, right, Erica? Thank you so much for the hashtag hello lovely. Let me know how you're doing as well. All right, so we've got just a little bit of that powder right in there. So once again, if I wanted, more full coverage, I would just take this sponge. I might even just do it just up here to show you, because I just like to sometimes kind of cover up some of the little freckles and age spots and say, bippity boppity boo, go away. So if you have acne, if you have things like that you're not happy about, you kind of take that and then just take a little brush to go around the edges and you're good to go. Another great tip with the pressed powder foundation is actually, let me see if I can show you, is to just set whatever your other foundation is. So if you have BB cream, if you have liquid foundation, you just take a light dusting, just a nice fluffy brush, and you just lightly dust it over your face. When you do more of a cream or liquid based foundation on the base of your face, and then you kind of touch it up with a little bit of powder foundation, it locks it in for super long day wear. So if you have Thanksgiving plans and you want your makeup to look fantastic and you don't want it to be melting off as you're over the oven, or if you have any other holiday parties or whatever, and usually, you put your makeup on and then by the time you get there, you look at yourself in the mirror and you're like, where's my makeup? The first thing I'm going to recommend is that you invest in a primer. Luckily, they're on sale. The second thing is that you make sure that you're potentially layering. I mean, honestly, my makeup does have long wear to it, so you may not have to double it up, but maybe if you're a bit more oily of a consistency or you get a little sweaty, having that powder on top will help kind of sop that up. And then the last thing I recommend is a setting product. So you have a primer, fills in the pores, fills in the fine lines, really acts like Velcro for makeup on your skin. You put the makeup on and then you set it with either a setting spray or a cooling setting powder. No cooking. I'm not a good cook, says Erica. Totally get it, Erica. No worries whatsoever. All right, so now I'm going to go in with a bit of a contour stick. I am going to be having contour sticks available in a special next week. So if that is something that you are looking forward to, make sure that you're on my email list. All you got to do is go to minutewithmary.com. A little pop-up's going to come up. Yeah, I don't spam you. It is just me. It's me letting you know about deals and things like that. So if you're looking to, zhuzh up for the holiday season, make sure you're on that email list and keep following the hashtag Minute with Mary. You can also request to join my VIP group on Facebook. Just search hashtag Minute with Mary. And inside there, I share all sorts of tips and tricks going on. Starting to pack off as to Germany next weekend for Christmas markets. Oh my gosh, I'm so jealous. That's one of my life goals. One of my life goals is to go to the German Christmas markets. And one of my best friends, her birthday is in December. So at some point we're going to have to go together. But my next thing that I might do before then, because I don't know when I'll be able to get to Germany around Christmas time, is to go to like Montreal. I guess Canada has some Christmas markets that make you feel like you're in Germany. So that would be a bit more attainable as I'm a musician, I'm a performer. It's a very busy time of year. And then of course my children are performers. So they've got, whether it's dance recitals or chorus concerts, we're all over the place in December as well. All right, so I added just a little bit of some contouring going on, and then I'm going to add a little bit of my all-in-one color stick. The all-in-one color stick is one of the items inside my 12 days calendar. I may or may not have some exciting things going on inside that VIP group, so make sure you're in there later this week for that 12 days calendar items. Ooh, I got a hair somewhere. Where are you, hair? So what I love about the All-in-One Color Sticks is they are a cream blush. They are 10-hour wear. They hold on tight. You don't have to worry about even wearing makeup. If you're someone who barely wears any makeup, you can put this on top and it's going to give you that nice youthful glow. You can apply it on top of any foundation, and whether the rest of your makeup is matte, but if you wanted to have a little bit of that glow right there, you can see how pretty? Do you see it kind of shining through? It's so nice. So Peony Pink is one of the 2 shades that's in the special of that 12 days calendar, but I am going to be having them kind of by themselves coming up sprinkled within. So just keep your eyes tuned. As I said, keep your eyes tuned to Minute with Mary or right here on the live video, because I'll be having some exciting news. But today's bundle is all about that foundation. And you know, so many of us change our colors. If you tan in the summer, it means that probably by now you're a different color than what you were in the summer. I know I sure am. I'm starting my vampire era, and between now and February, I'm going to become like 1 to 2 shades lighter, even more so. Even though I wear SPF, it just, you know, it's what happens. I have neutral undertones. So there we go. So once again, as you can see, I'm a fair person. I'm very, very pale, but adding just a little bit of that color adds that glow, adds that youthfulness, and this is more my makeup speed. You know, there are definite times where I go more glam and I like to have, you know, lots and lots of things going on, but for the most part, I'm a busy mom who wants to look pulled together and also have makeup that stays on my face, helps me feel more awake, helps me feel more confident, and that's what I'm here for, to help you out as well. All right, so we've got kind of that base face going on. I've added a dimension, I've added in some warmth. So I'm really, really happy with how this has come out so far. You'll have to let me know what your makeup style is. Are you more natural? Are you more glam? Are you kind of basic? Like, tell me what your makeup style is in the comments. I'm going to comb through these little, woo, that was a close call. Throwing things at my eyeball on a live video, not for the faint of heart. Holy smokes. All right. So I was saying earlier that this week, not even this week, it's like these next couple of days, I've launched this bundle. It's primer, so any primer of your choice, the mattifying or that new illuminating one, and then a foundation of your choice, either a BB cream, the liquid, or the pressed powder. And then if you'd like the add-on option, it pops in, so you get your free shipping. You can either have your Prime and Set Mist or the Prime and Set Cooling Hydrating Powder. So if you want a more matte look, you're going to go for that Prime and Set Powder. I have such a little bit left. I'm going to have to find my next jar. This is what I use to get rid of texture. So if you've watched any of my Minute with Mary videos and you've seen me get rid of the look of my physical under eye bags or the look of my large pores, it's because of this. If you're someone who does Zumba, you're going to be the one cooking at the holidays. You're someone who like, oh my God, my makeup always melts off. This is what you're going to want. The Prime and Set Powder. I'm telling you, it is cooling and hydrating. So don't worry. I know a lot of people get nervous when they hear powder. They think it's going to age them. This does not do that. This is such a magical product. And then the other option, of course, is the Prime and Set Mist. This is fantastic if you want more of that dewy finish. So all you do is you do a light mist all over your face. I also love this product to help if I'm trying to pat out more of a thicker, creamier based concealer. This is like a light hairspray for your makeup. So it keeps that dewiness to your face, but it kind of locks it on. I love, love, love this product as well. Honestly, I use both. I'll be real with you. I use both. So if you are someone who's like, I want both, but both aren't part of the special, like you choose one of the setting products, it's okay. Send me a message and I can make something happen. Rachel, how are you? Good to see you. So with that Prime and Set powder, it has this like chilling factor once it hits your skin. There's like, it's water encapsulated around this powder. So I dip it right in here and then I just press it where I have the physical issues. So the physical issues are those under eye bags and my large pores. But for the most part, I love having a dewier finish around my face. So where I get a little sweaty and oily, I'm going to apply this powder. But aside from that, I'm going to keep the dewiness for the rest of my face. Does anyone else have a face like that where it's like, I don't like a little bit of the texture, but I don't mind the most of it. So that's where I'm at. So I get kind of oily or a little sweaty kind of down the center of my face, along my nose, and then on my chin. And then, as I said, I go right underneath my eyes to help with the physical aspect of those under eye bags and the pores. But the rest of it, I keep that more dewy finish. All right. Don't forget to drop a hashtag hello lovely right there in the comments. It makes me smile and it makes me know who's saying hi. It's a little wave or a high five over the internet. I hope you're having a wonderful Thanksgiving month. There's just so much to be thankful for. So this is my base face. This, as I said, this is kind of my go-to kind of look when it comes to the rest of my makeup. Utilizing that foundation special if it's something you want to check out. I always want to note, everything at minutewithmary.com comes with a love it guarantee. If you do not 100% love what you get your money back within 2 full weeks of trying it out. Okay, I help try to troubleshoot, but let's say you put it on, you're like, man, this color isn't really what I wanted, or this consistency. You let me know and I get you your money back. You actually have up to 3 months and I get you product credit back. So let's say, like me, you become even more of a vampire come January. If that foundation that you get doesn't match your skin tone by then, don't you worry, we get you a brand new one for free. So everything at minutewithmary.com comes with a love it guarantee. You work way too hard to spend your money on things that you can't enjoy to its fullest. So my goal, as I said earlier, is to help you feel more confident and creative. And you can't do that if you don't try things. I learned that confidence is the willingness to try. The willingness to try. No matter what the outcome's going to be, it's your willingness to try something new. Knowing, of course, that you're going to fail some of the times you try, right? You think about it. Think about the first time that you rode a bike. Think about the first time maybe you started to learn a new language or you started to learn a new dance or anything, right? There's so many skills that we learn throughout our lives. And yet, for some of us, our fear of how we would look in front of others holds us back, or our fear of failure holds us back. But confidence is just you're willing to try and to give it a go. And so if you are someone who gets excited about trying something new and isn't married to the result, you, my friend, are probably confident. So I really, really loved that. I'm going to take my liquid eyeliner. This is in just a black shade. It is a marker tipped eyeliner. Once again, it's part of my 12 days of magical Mary moments calendar that you can get here. So it is one of those items. A lot of the stuff that I use this month is part of this, and you get it at over 50% off. What I like about this one is I can actually tight line, so I can go on that skin underneath my lashes. I can tight line with this beautiful black, creating a really thick base for my eyelashes, but it doesn't make a mess. I wear contacts. I have sensitive eyes. There have been eyeliners that have made a big old mess in my eyes, and it gets all gunky in the corner of my eyeliner, or my eyelid, all that stuff. This one doesn't do that. It really holds on tight, so you can either kind of lift it with your finger, you could use a Q-tip, but really just kind of getting on that skin right at the base of your lashes. I'm going to share with you how they're going to look. It's so funny because I do have slightly hooded eyes. You know, that's the droopiness right here, a hooded lid. So I don't have a full hood, but I do have pretty significant hoods to my eyes, you know, just all this little, whether it's gravity, age, genetics, I've got it. So when it comes to eyeliner, if I'm not doing a really smoky, dramatic, what I would do more of as an evening eyeshadow look, I don't necessarily want to use up eyelid real estate. You know, I want to make sure that I can keep that nice and free and clear so that way my eyes look still bigger. A lot of times people who have hooded eyes, they'll do eyeliner and it takes up what little of the lid that they have. So when I tight line underneath, it still gives that effect of a thicker, fuller eyeliner base. But, so can you see a difference? Let me know if you could see a difference. Once again, I can see the difference here in real life. I don't know if it always comes across on camera. Sometimes what I'll do is I'll do a little bit on top, pressing right into that lash line, and I might do it right, only including above the whites of my eyes. So if you're someone who also has, you know, smaller lids, this little marker right here, it's at minutewithmary.com. It is part of that 12 days calendar. It just, for me, this opens up my lashes, opens up my eyes, gives me kind of that Disney princess, like, ooh, hello, kind of look that I like, makes me feel like I look more awake, and it lasts really, really, really long. So I'm a huge, huge fan of this marker. Let me know in the comments. Oh, I've got an itchy nose. Let me know in the comments if you could see a difference. Got an itchy nose. Whew, excuse me about that. Oh my goodness, it's so funny how you know, a hair from my face will fall because I feel like over half of my hair now is silver. Can't tell in this lighting. It's wild what the different lighting does, but over half of my hair is silver at this point, and they essentially become invisible. So I'll feel something on my face and I'll look in the mirror, I'll look in the reflection. I can't see anything, but it's one of my magic hairs. That's what I call them to my daughter. A couple people asked me like just recently, oh, why did you, embrace your silver hair? And a large reason about it, not only was my annoyance from having to dye my hair for 3 weeks, but is because I have a daughter. And my little lass, who is only 8 years old, already has at least 3 gray hairs. At least 3. And I know she's just gonna get more as she gets older because I had a ton by the time I was, not a ton, but I had several by the time I was 21. So I want her to feel empowered and know that going gray doesn't necessarily mean anything bad. It doesn't mean that it's the end of my life cycle. It doesn't mean old in a derogatory sense, it doesn't mean ugly. So I decided to embrace my silver hairs early with the challenge of myself, because this is the thing that I told myself, said if I'm going to embrace my silvers, then I'm going to still make sure that I take care of myself and how I look also in other ways. So I'm going to make sure that I like style my hair and I don't let it all get all frizzy, because it's so easy to get frizzy when you have your silver hairs. But you really take care of it and to nourish it and to get hair trims and to still do my makeup and get dressed up and still look my age in other ways, whether it's how I style my makeup, my hair, what I wear. I still want to look like, the 40-year-old that I am. Am I 40? I'm 41. Like the 41-year-old that I am, but not necessarily have that be a bad thing, So, but yeah, they become these invisible little magic hairs. So that's what we call them, we call them magic hairs. You can see the difference. Yay! So that's how I use that marker eyeliner. Even though it's not necessarily the special that I'm talking about today, wanted to make sure that you saw it. All right, and last but not least, I'm going to go in with my Quadra. So my Quadra is my lash product that I came out with this summer. This is it's 4 things in one. So if you're someone who just needs a mascara, you might like my Twisted mascara. This is inside that 12 days calendar. It's going to be coming up at another special too, so make sure that you're on that email list that I was talking about. I love, love, love this mascara. The one that I'm using right now is a lash growth serum, a lash primer, a tubing mascara, and a fiber mascara all in one. So it's 4 products in one. So if you're someone who would like to wear a lash growth serum, but maybe you forget during your nighttime routine, if you wear mascara every day, this is the way to do it. It's cheaper than buying like 2 different products. It's cheaper than buying a mascara and a lash serum. So it's going to accomplish both things. So it's really just like a lash treatment. And I have noticed a significant difference. I'm going to have to take a before and after picture to show you how the health of my lashes has really, really improved over time. But it's like having a lash primer and a mascara plus a lash growth serum all in one. The lash primer and this mascara are included in that 12 days calendar. So if you've never used a lash primer and you don't know kind of how it works, you'll get to try it out there at 50% off. And then I'll go here. What I personally like about a lash primer is it keeps my mascara from running. I have those hooded eyelids. I have a bit of an oily complexion in some areas of my skin. I have allergies. I touch my face a lot. I'm always moving. So a lash primer for me, just like face primer, holds onto the product a little bit more and doesn't let it budge without making it waterproof. Waterproof mascara can actually be really drying and harsh on your lashes. You don't really want to wear waterproof mascara unless it's completely necessary. So if you haven't tried a lash primer before and you're someone who has similar issues like I do, I highly recommend that you try it. Either getting just the lash primer that you saw that I have at minutewithmary.com, or even trying out this Quadra, as the Quadra has it infused in it. I'm embracing my hair turning silver. My daughter thinks it looks gorgeous. We call it gorgeous gray. I love that. I absolutely love that. Gorgeous gray. We call mine silvers. So, or silver tinsel, and yeah, it's so nice. It's so nice to be able to share that with a daughter, right? To just really empower and embrace it. There's so much that, negativity that's been around gray hair. And yeah, like what I've seen is that like it's nothing for men to go gray. Like nobody bats an eye or says like, oh, they're letting themselves go, or, you know, they just don't care about themselves. Like if they become distinguished and they, you know, become silver fox, and like a woman can do the same exact thing and not be letting herself go. And it becomes like, oh, her hair looks like a witch. She looks so old. It aged her 10 years. And it's like, why is there such a difference? So that's why I thought, you know what, to heck with this. Let's totally embrace the silver and see what happens. And turns out I have a whole bunch of them. And they really are. They're like silver. If I'm in the light, it looks like my whole head is silver. If you go to my stories from today, you just click that little circle of my face on Instagram or Facebook, you're gonna see in like I'm in like my doorway, and I have all this natural sunlight on it, and it's sure enough, like as dark as it looks now, it is not like that in the sunlight. So I love it. All right, my lips have been really dry. My children have been sick. Blake is sick. Like everyone's sick right now. So I think my body has been amazing at holding strong, knock on wood. You know, it's mom strength. Mom strength's been getting me through, but I am going to put on a little bit of gloss as my lips have been dry. And when my lips are dry, I reach for one of my lip glosses because it gives me color and yet really nourishes and hydrates. So in that calendar comes a lip gloss, a lipstick, a lip liner. I'm just going for a nice little light pink right now as I have this bold red shirt on. And there you go. There you go. What do you think? So as I said, this look for me is more about dewiness and hydration. It looks very youthful. It looks really, it's got that luminosity that we're going for. So this special that just dropped today, up to 33% off, you get your choice of a primer, either a mattifying primer or an illuminating primer. If you want that dewy glow, you go illuminating. If you want to have more matte, or you have big concerns with a lot of pores and fine lines and you don't like it being too shiny to show that texture, go for mattifying. Then you get either your choice of the BB cream, which is what I'm wearing today. This has SPF included inside, has anti-aging properties. You can go for my liquid foundation. This is called my Serum Plus foundation. It's your more traditional liquid. Or my pressed powder foundation, which, as I said earlier, I feel like everyone needs their pressed powder foundation in their shade, either to have like on the go for touch-ups, or to use if they just want to kind of like do the powder concealer trick that I have to help mattify that. And so that's the main core of the special, but you do have the upgrade option of either the primer set mist or the prime and set powder. This would create more of a mattifying look. It helps blur those pores and those fine lines and texture even more. This will help really capture that more dewy look to your skin. I personally love both, so if you need both in your life, just shoot me a message and I can help make sure that I take care of you discount-wise, as I'm a firm believer in both of these products. Or if you need a brush, anything like that, I can hook you up. I can hook you up. So all month long at MinuteWithMary.com, you can grab this special of the 12 days calendar. All those awesome items, over 50% off. You can now get that skincare special with the different masks. And now, of course, my second bundle has dropped of this foundation. So all of these are open while supplies last. It's not going to have a cutoff date necessarily, except at the end of the month. So if you wanted to treat yourself, you want to look fabulous and feel fabulous for the holidays, or if you have someone in your life who you want to gift, you want to break up the gifts for, I'm here to help. I'm here to help be your little elf for the holiday season. So thank you ever so much for hanging out with me and joining me for this Minute with Mary. I hope you have a lovely day as we get closer to Thanksgiving. I hope that you have things that you're grateful for, and I will talk